He'll come out throwing here on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field, and they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
3rd down and 4.
No, check. Patriots! Here we go. 3-19! Good! Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. A strong running. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decided they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. That's it. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
Here we go now.
Then you got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. His pass caught at the 4. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. It's the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
And that's caught inside the 30. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll give the Browns a 1st down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost starting to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a sack. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Surveying the field. And he is out of bounds just shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Cleveland.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff to Crowell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Spence. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now back to throw. A screen complete to Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Being chased out left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He's able to find Hawkins. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The handoff running left, Crowell. And Crowell lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Will Tukuafu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding rough?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And quickly they get to the line. They'll set up a throw. He's got time. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Again, it's Crowell. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's...
Offense back out there ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Illegal forward pass. Offense. The penalty is declined.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Browns are going to have a 1st down. Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it. Some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we...
He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
And got his man. Complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a...
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by George. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. That one looks like he'll throw here. A screen complete to Crowell. So quick on the spin. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The four-time Pro Bowler, two-time All-Pro, Geno Atkins, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge... Charles, we saw it.